Greetings, Minecrafters! Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 18 of my Primus Daybreaker series. Today we're going to start in on blood magic, and this is my blood magic room. Got a project chest over here, so we're ready to go. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got a project chest here with some stuff. Now I've gone ahead, and you may have seen some of this stuff already out here in the last episode, but I've made a few things. I have made the altar, which is a simple recipe: gold, diamonds, stone, furnace. Not hard. And likewise, I've made this thing, the sacrificial orb. Now, last time I played blood magic, it was a sacrificial dagger, but it's been changed to this orb. So it's glass. It still looks a little bit daggerish. It might even be the same recipe, I'm not sure. But with this thing, you can right-click it, and it fills... Oh, don't right-click it on that, but right-click it, and it starts filling up the altar with blood, which you need. But as you can see, my hearts are going down. Thankfully, they're going up really quick, because down here we have... If I can get down, there we go. The environmental controller from RF Tools. Now I've got one of these suckers on it. It's not taking much power. As you can see, it only uses 5 RF per tick right now. What I did was well, let's look at the recipe for this real quick. Yeah, stuff. Oh no, wait. I targeted the wrong thing. I targeted the wrong thing. There we go. Block of emerald, block of diamond, block of gold, block of iron, machine casing, and emerald pearl. So it's designed to be sort of expensive under normal playing conditions. Not expensive for me, of course. Because we're endgame here. We're just going through all the mods, because this is the fun part, you know. Resource gathering, I've done that. That's not fun. Anyway, in here, we have the Regeneration Plus module. This is a expansion on the Regeneration module, which... Regeneration module, you have to get a syringe from an iron golem. So I built myself an iron golem, and I right-clicked him with an empty syringe, which is easy to make. Mix that with these stuff to get the basic regeneration module. Then I did it for 2 more syringes on the iron golem. I think I actually had to get a second iron golem, but that was easy enough. Craft that with the basic one. You get the tier 2, which gives you regeneration 3. Now, I've set the radius down to the minimum, which is a 5 radius. And I've set the minimum and maximum Y values, the height, to 95 to 97. So down here, I'm not getting it. But if I go up here, I am getting regeneration 3. So this sort of like from the floor to a little bit above. I think if I stood on these, I'd still get it. So there's sort of basically a zone around the center here, about 5 radius. So about out to about here. If I take one more step, I'm out of range, and it will wear off. Yep, it's wearing off. And it's gone. If I take a step forward, how close do I have to be? There it is. I guess it's just every now and then it checks. That's when it checked. But yeah, got a range around here. So that puts the blood into the altar. And I can't be aiming to add a carpenter's block when I click it, or it doesn't work. But any regular block it'll work. Just don't aim it at this, or it'll put it in there. Which does nothing, so it's not harmful. But you do need to put things in there. So you can see I've got this marble down here, which when we were down below, I've got all the tiers laid out. So the first tier is just the altar by itself. Second tier, you have to add these 8 stones as runes. And then you keep adding. Actually, these corner ones do not need to be... I think there needs to be a block there, but it doesn't need to be a rune. So, to make those runes, we need to convert smooth stone through this blood altar. I should have some here. I do. So if I right-click it with a stack of smooth stone in my hand, it puts 1 in there, and it starts converting it, and it starts using up the blood, which I can refill because I'm regenerating pretty quick. There it is. When it's done, you get a blank slate. But doing it one at a time is annoying. If you put a hopper on there, it'll dump them all into the altar one at a time, and then it won't output anything. It won't convert unless it can convert all of them. So you have to wait for all of them to convert. And that's more than blood, more than the basic altar can hold as far as blood goes. So let's do a little bit of an automation. Got a chest here. Grab that chest, and don't grab that. So I'll have an input chest and an output chest. I'll use some more of the refined relocation tubes here. We're going to use a module stock here. Sort of gets caught. This block extends out of its normal block range, so it's sort of hard to see some of these things. And over here we will have a filter. Now the purpose of this is to keep it from taking out whatever we put in there. So what we're going to want to put in there is stone. And let's put in 4 stone at a time. Why not? No, let's just do 1. Start with just 1 stone at a time. Do that again there. There we go. So it's going to keep it stocked with 1 stone. We can go ahead and put an extractor module on here now. So if I put stone in, 1 will appear and only 1. But now we don't want it to extract the stone. If I put this module on here and I didn't have the filter, it would pull the stone out immediately. We don't want that. So we only want to pull out the tablets. That's what they're called, right? Blank slate, excuse me. So slate. Aha! See, as soon as I typed that, it got pulled out and put into the chest. So now this will keep pulling 1 at a time and sending it through. But what happens when it runs out of blood? You see it jammed. Let's slow that down a little bit. Let's take a whole second. That way it'll send 1 through. It won't send the second one until the first one's gone. There, I just used the one that was jammed. So when that runs out of blood, and let me give it a little bit more while we're standing here. And it sends a block in. If there's not quite enough, it'll use up whatever's here, and then it will stall. And the longer it stalls, the less progress will be made until it's basically back at 0, and you've wasted that last little bit of blood that was in there. So there is this block, the altar emitter, which is a whole bunch of redstone, another altar, and a lever. You stick that down in one of the 4 corners around it, like that, and it will put out a redstone signal if there's a certain amount of blood in the altar. In here, each time I right-click, it goes up. If I crouch right-click, it goes down. All right. So how much blood do these things take? Takes 1,000. So let's go over here and set this up to 1,000. And on this, we're going to say, instead of always active, it's active with a redstone signal. So if we have 1,000, which we don't, let's give it some blood here so it'll get that last one out. If we have 1,000 blood in here, this will emit a redstone signal which will turn on the pump. And if we don't, which we don't, no redstone signal, no pumping, no extracting from the chest, that blood is not wasted. So this is from Sanguimancy, and there's a lot of stuff in Sanguimancy and Blood Arsenal. I don't know what's going to be the best stuff to do, but to get to any of it, I've got to tier up my altar. So I need to make a lot of these blank slates, and I already went ahead and crafted a whole bunch. So with these, we can start making the, let's see, blood magic, the basic runes. Oh, we need a orb. The basic orb is a diamond into the altar. And I've already also done that, so let me grab that. As you can see, the recipe, just a diamond in the altar and 2,000 life points. Drops of blood. So, let's see, that was, needed more stone, I believe. Yes? Yes. Whole lot of stone. And I don't have much, but I've got a table over here ready to start making things for me. So let's gather up a good bit of stone. 3 stacks should do. Got a lot more than 3 stacks. Alright. Make this, and it will not autofill, unfortunately. It won't autofill because it's got the orb. And orbs don't like to autofill. So put the orb in manually. There we go, we got 32 blood runes. That's enough to get us pretty far right away. But let's take out... See, I probably should take this off of really fast. So I can be a little bit more precise. So that should be a tier 1. And let's just go ahead, since I made these, go up to tier 2. We're not going to stick with these. We're going to upgrade to, whoops, runes like this that have marks on them that give us better upgrades. Normally I wouldn't have made this many of these even. I just would have made the beginning 8. Did I knock those out? Or they were knocked out from some other reason? I guess they were knocked out for some other reason. Alright, we should have a pretty good altar right now. Let's go up. There we go. Got 4 left. The next thing we want to do is make something so we can tell what tier it is. This guy. No. Where is it? Here it is. Division Sigil. So one of the slates, some glass, and my orb. So do I have... I still have some slates. I need some glass. 7, I think it was. And in my orb, which should still be in here. Yep. One of the slates. And we have the Division Sigil. This is a very useful tool. Now I right-click this, and it tells me it is a Tier 3. Capacity 10,000. Currently has 800. So if I give it just 2 more bursts, it'll make another... because that's now should be 1,000. It was over 1,000, but now it's going down because it's crafting. And when it's done crafting... There we go. 185 left. But, supposedly, there is, in Blood Arsenal, is the Glass Sacrificial Orb, which uses glass shards, blood-infused iron, and the basic Sacrificial Orb. So let's get some iron. And we'll toss... Oops, no, don't toss that in there. Toss the iron in. And we're going to have to give it a lot more blood. Don't take yourself all the way down to 0. You will die. If I click this too much, I will die. Despite all my fancy armor and regeneration and so forth. Don't click too fast. Looks like this is draining pretty quickly, so I gotta keep clicking. We'll have a new source of blood shortly. Well, not shortly, but I will get a new source of blood. But need to get started here. This is taking a while. How many does this... Recipe, these. I'll take 6,000. Oof. Alright, why don't I make these, and I will be right back. Alright, there's the second one. Pull it out. It's going to keep doing that. That's fine. The next step is we need some glass shards. To do that, it's not as well documented as it should be, perhaps. I think the mod author is working to change that. Let's go ahead and lay out some of these blocks of glass and break it with flint. And you can see, not every time, but about half the time, I get glass shards. So I should have enough now to do this craft. I put that at the bottom, that there, those there, and these glass shards, like so. Maybe it needs a second tier of Archmage, Master, Magicians. Yes. Not that one. Magicians? Yeah, block of gold. And how much? Magician's Orb, 25,000. Oof. Alright, I do not have that much. Let's take these out. So I'm going to have to, let's see, this thing, if we use the sigil, there's 735. Click it once. So it'll give you 200. This upgrade should give us more than that. But for the moment, I'm going to have to really fill this thing up and drop a block of gold in there to make a better orb. So I will be back when I have finished doing that, because it's just brute force slogging away. Alright, one thing to note, you can't just put the gold block in here like this, because this only holds 10,000. You need 25,000 for the gold block. And you just can't bleed yourself fast enough to fill it up. So I'm going to toss a iron sword in there, and I borrowed a few things from next door. I borrowed my soul cage, the ender generator, and my tier 5 soul shard. So I'm going to take off that, put down that, and over here I'm going to put that in. Okay, good. It doesn't turn on. Needs a redstone signal to generate Enderman. But when it does, I now have the Dagger of Sacrifice. This takes 3000 LP. And I'm not actually going to be using this thing to generate MRU. I'm just going to be using it to hold the Enderman here, so I don't have to build a cage and worry about them attacking me back. So all I need is a button, and I think a button is going to be plenty good enough. Do I have one already crafted? No, I do not. That's fine. It's so difficult to make. I even have stone on me. I have all my stone on me. There we go. Button. Toss that on. Make me some Enderman. There it goes. Nope. Not long enough. I guess that's not long enough. Alright, not a button then. I don't want the button. Sacrifice the button. Instead, we'll make a pressure plate. There we go. And I'll grab some red alloy wire. Should have, I only have 11 left. Well, I can grab a cover, glowstone cover, sure, why not? That's what's handy. Slap that on there. Oh, that's a carpenter's block. Alright. No, not that there. That there. I guess I don't need it. And we'll put the button there. Alright. So, as long as I'm standing on this... Oh, it didn't... There they go. That was strange. What's hitting me? What was hitting me? Invisible Enderman? I think there's an invisible Enderman here. They're not quite behaving the way they should. Yeah, there's an invisible one. Alright, let me relog and see what's going on here. Okay. I fixed it. This thing was right next to it, this thing, and this thing was putting out a redstone signal, which was turning this off and letting the Enderman wander around. So that explains why the Endermen were loose. Why they looked like they were being attracted to it, I don't know. But they were actually all scattered about the room. And a lot of them, because of that visual glitch, were attacking me when I didn't know it. But I killed them all. I changed this to an obsidian pressure plate because they were walking on the stone one and creating more Endermen. I also moved it over there so it's not opening up the hatch, because I don't need to fall down a hole when I'm trying to work on this. So, hopefully, this time, actually, check to see how much I've got in here. Okay, not too much. So hopefully this time when I step on it, there they go. Now I can come in here and they're actually being killed, mostly by me. And this should be full up. Well, almost full. Still, that should be generating enough LP to keep the block of gold fully charging. So let's toss it in and start killing Endermen. Oh, there we go. I can't keep standing on it because I ran the line right next to it, which turns it off also. I'll do them in batches. There we go. Do another batch. It's still almost running dry. Look at that. It's running dry. Come on, Enderman. Come on, Enderman. Get out here. Okay, I was getting ahead of myself. I completely skipped a tier of orb. So now I've got the apprentice blood orb, and I should bind it to me. This is the next tier. And with this, we can now, see, toss these in here and set this thing, I can, oops, set this thing to 2,000. So we want to turn these basic slates into the second tier, these guys, reinforced slates. Because with those, we can make runes of sacrifice. Here we go. So I need some gold and some stone. I've got the stone. Let me get some regular gold. Another one of them. So I can make a few of these. Nope, not that orb. My new orb. Some gold. Reinforced slates like that, was it? Yes. And what we want to do is get a whole bunch of these Rune of Sacrifices, because these will make my Enderman go much faster. And I'm just going to start putting them here along the outer rim. And to get the blood, I'll just go ahead and summon some more Endermen. I ran the wire all the way around so it's not touching anything. just to keep things clean. So I can stand here and just keep creating more of them. Though I think they do create faster, they spawn faster than I can kill them, so I gotta step off it every now and then. Eventually the device that's holding them in place will kill them before I can. If you see batches of them dying all at once. Ah, I got all those. So lots of killy, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I think we've got good setup now. Everything is sacrifice runes. These are not, but these are not active yet. These won't be active until we get a bloodstone, which means we need, needs to do the binding ritual, which we're not set up to do yet. So it's just up to a tier 3. Yes. This is full up. I've got my sword ready to get more Endermen out here. So let's toss this in. We should be getting lots more LP per Enderman. So I should be able to keep up with the blood use. Looks like it's working. Yeah, it's keeping up. No problems. That's enough. Get off the button. I'm not going to be able to kill all those in time. Got to keep an eye on the block of gold. Eventually it'll change and I can stop doing this. I'm starting to fall behind a little bit. Keep it up. Almost there. There we go. Got it. Dump the excess. More coming as they get killed off. There we go. Alright. So we've got the Magician's Blood Orb. Good, good. Now we can start improving. A lot of the runes just need the Magician's Blood Orb. Or the higher ones. Actually, that one just needed a Master. Okay, Master's 4, so yeah. Next we need some of these weak blood shards. The only way to get them... Oh, it looks like you can duplicate them by using an imbued slate. Didn't know that. That'd be nice. Of course, I don't think they have EMC. No. To get the first one, you need to make a bound blade. So we need a diamond sword, and we need to do the bound blade ritual. And I'm going to go ahead and make the ritual diviner, because it makes it a whole lot easier to make the rituals. So I'm going to get magma cream, gas tier, lapis block, and obsidian. I looked at them earlier. I'm not taking that out of long-term storage. That's there's the obsidian. There's the gas. Oops. There's the gas tier. Magma cream. Got some. Good. And the last thing was a lapis block. I got some of those too. Alright, let's start tossing a few of these into the system. And power it with some more blood. Ender blood. I'll cook these 4 up, and I'll be right back. And there's the last one. Alright, all 4 need some diamonds and 1 emerald. And I can dump some more of this stuff. So let's craft that up. These go in the corners. Let's see, red was here, blue was here. Like that. There we go. Ritual Diviner. Now we need to make the Master Stone, which is obsidian and ritual stones. I've got a whole bunch of the ritual stones. Oh no, these are runes. Never mind. Back up. Come on. I need to make the ritual stones. These guys. Obsidian, reinforced slates. Alright, I'm going to need a lot more reinforced slates. I have 11. I'm going to need more, because with the obsidian, 4 gets you 4. So I can make... I need one more at least. Let's toss another piece of stone in here. Let that cook up. So, they were on the 4 cardinals. With obsidian. My obsidian. I'm going to need a lot more than that. So I got more crafting. That's the one thing about blood magic, is it's grindy. It's grindy. In order to make it more difficult, they make it more grindy. So I'll be back in a bit. I'm still grinding away here, but I thought we would try setting up the ritual, because you don't have to have everything right away. Let's see, I think putting it here will have enough room. So you crouch right click until you get the ritual of binding. Ah, that's a nice feature. It shows you what's going to be there, or it's going to be where. Alright, looks like I need to dig into the wall right there. There we go. The rest of this is good. Yes. So if I start clicking it, whoa. Did that start hurting you? Get over here and hit up my regeneration. Maybe I was just too close, or... Well, now I'm out of blocks. Am I? No, I still have 5. Oh, I broke the wrong one. Ah. That's weird. Something's different. I can put this back. Crouch click. Alright, well now I'm out of blocks for sure. More crafting of these, and I'll be back. Alright, I think this is the... Whoops. I think this is the last 4 that I need. Let's, Yeah, it's strange. Oh, it probably hurts me because I don't have any mana in my network. Oh, yeah, of course. Or not, life points. Get up my master. Oh, it's in here. Of course. Toss that in. Now I'll get some life points in my network. Completely neglected to do that. So there it goes up. You can see climbing nicely. How much do you need to activate it? I don't remember. I don't know if there's a way to look it up. So I should probably just fill it up, and I'll be back when I've done that. Okay, as you can see on my meter up on the top left corner of the screen, near a little bit below the top, my life point meter, life point bucket, my life point container. My life points are full, so I can go ahead and take this out. Next, I need to make the master ritual, or the weak activation crystal, which means I need the lava crystal, which I think I've got all the parts. So take those out. 3 buckets of lava. 1 diamond. 2 glass. There we go. So I tossed that in there, and there should be enough in it, but because it takes 10,000. But I'll go ahead and run a few Endermen through just to get a little bit of extra. Just, you know, who knows? Rounding error. I don't know. Do you get rounding errors with blood? Do you get divide by 0 with blood? I've killed a lot of Endermen here. Alright, there it is. So I think bind it to me? No binding. So now I need a diamond sword. Diamond. Hopefully this works underground. I think it does, but I can't remember if I've ever done it underground. We'll find out in a moment. If not, I'll just tear it down and move it outside somewhere. Alright, so got the sword ready. I guess we'll toss it out there. Oh yeah, magnet. Toss it out. Let's get it on the... I don't think it has to be, but... There we go. And activate. It seems to be working underground just fine. Lightning's coming through the roof. Put my magnet back on. Did I get it? I got it. I got my bound blade. Crouch right click, activate. It starts using power from your network. Alright, now I just got to kill some monsters. Where am I going to get some monsters? I don't know. Activate. Summon monsters. Did I get any? No. Try that again. It was just bad luck. I'm not getting any. So maybe this isn't how it works. Man, it's been a while since I grinded my way through blood magic. A couple series ago, I guess. Because I thought that's how you got the blood shards. But it does not seem to be the case. Maybe it doesn't work with them. It's worth a shot. I guess we can go over to the other mob spawner. Turn it on. Though I've still got the spikes in the way. So let's... Oh, those got sucked up too, didn't they? Are those... I guess those have EMC, don't... Do they? They do. Oh, so they just got melted down. Alright, well I got some more. This thing automatically melts down anything it can. Just to save from having to store it. Alright, so bound blade activated. Bring me some mobs. Yeah, I'm not getting something right here. Ah, I figured it out. Here we go. Get some Endermen. Attack. I had 2 blood shards. How many do I have? No, I think I just saw 2 come in. I got 5. Alright, it was just that my pants gave me strength. My pants were just too cool for school. And with the pants on, I'm killing them. I don't know, it seems like I'm taking more than 1 hit, but I don't seem to get any when I have the pants on. Still just 5. If I take the pants off... without the strength, I'm getting... So you can see 2 came in, 3, 4. Yep, I got 9. Alright, so that's the thing. Take off your pants before you go into battle without pants. And you will have much better time of collecting the weak blood shards. But it looked like... See, I had one of these. It looks like if you combine this, this, and this... No, what was it? Oh, recipe... Weak blood shard. Looks like just about any of the orbs. Master. Okay, no, you have to have a master. I don't have a master's yet. I haven't gotten my masters. But I do have a bunch of blood shards. So, if you combine them... Let's see, shapeless crafting. 1 with the stone. I can do that right now. Just 1. Gives me plenty. Can now break these temporary fake ones. Put down real ones. I forget why they're covers. I thought they were just solid blocks. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had the white tops on them. And then I decided I didn't like the white tops. Alright, so this should now be a tier 4. It is. Excellent. Actually, yeah, I just need to make more runes, because I already have the beacons. If I add more runes, I'll have a tier 5. Very good. Alright, so now it's just going to be more slogging. Well, actually, let's see. Tier 4, can I upgrade this? That's a different one. This one. These take a tier 4. I've got tier 4. Just a block of coal. 2,000. All right. I got coal on me. And I just need 2 of them. There we go. Cube them here. Get some more juice. Getting a full inventory. Hopefully my clicking is less noticeable. I have rearranged my microphone setup to hopefully improve gunpowder. Oh, I was killing some other mobs. To improve the audio quality. There, we got 2 of those. And there was one at the top, one at the bottom, this in the middle, and 2 demonic slates, which are imbued slate. Okay, so I need to make another imbued slate. Let me change the setting on this. It's a reinforced imbued. Just get this up 1 level. And then I'll put them through again to make the demonic slates, and I'll be right back. Alright. Got those 2 upgraded. Step by step, we are progressing. Do it all in one evening, that's what I say. Alright, 2nd tier, Ritual Diviner. Now, I'm not going to need the bound thing right away, so I'm going to take it apart. There we go. Trying to remember if there's anything else I'm going to need before the next step. Let's see. Ritual Full Spring, Serenade of the Nether, Green Grove, Interdiction, Containment, Binding, Unbinding, High Jump, Magnetism, Crusher, Speed, Shepherd, Well of Suffering. Now, do I want to suspend it in the room, or do I want to hide it underneath? I'm sort of tempted to hide it underneath, because these things are not pretty. which case I should move this. Where do I want to move it? I'll just move it up a little bit. It's right there. I'll stick it there with the RF exciter on this side. Oops. Make sure it's still working. Am I going to get my boost? There it is. Alright, good. Still working there. So the well. Get my master. I want to put it right underneath. So right here. That's probably going to need more room. Oh, that's right. It does it sort of downwards. So let's move it up one. Right spot? Yes. Is that covering everything? Looks like it. Oh, I see. It now builds the whole... You don't have to keep clicking it. That's cool. It has stopped because I probably ran out. Yes. Alright, I need to make more ritual stones. And then I will build a place to hold some mobs down here. What I need are witches. Named witches. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge creating those. I'll have to get them from my mob spawner. Which means I'll have to run the mob spawner until they show up, because they're sort of rare. Because there's no way to move mobs around easily. Unless I make the teleporter that is in Blood Magic. Ooh, that's an idea. Oh, this is Zane. I need fort for the walls. Fort. There it is. And a piece of glowstone, because I did that to all the walls, so I might as well do it again. And fix this hole, because it's bothering me. Come back here. Alright, so I need to make more ritual stones. Then I need to... Let's see. What was that device called in Blood Magic? That teleposer? Teleposer. So it's gold and that. Just an ender pearl with 2,000 into tier 4. I can do it. Alright. Then I can teleport a witch. Yes, I will do that. Okay. I will be back in a bit when I've got some more... When I finish the Well of Suffering down there. Be right back. Actually, we've pretty much reached the wrapping up point. I did do one little change here before we go. Come on, get down. Down. Go down the hole. And that was to add 15 runes of augmented capacity. And I took the blank runes they had and put them out here in the next row. It's not complete yet, but with these runes, 15 runes of augmented capacity, that gives us 40,000 LP in the altar, and it's completely full. So if I put a blood shard in there, and just for good measure, run a couple extra endermen through it. There we go. Sort of top it off. That will get me the next tier of orb. So as soon as that gets down closer to 0, I'll have the next orb, which is the Master Blood Orb. And then, instead of making what I was going to make before, with these glass shards, which I've been holding on to for some time now, instead of upgrading this thing, the sacrificial orb, which I'm not using anymore, I'm going to upgrade the Dagger of Sacrifice so that it gets me more material, more LP per kill. I might still upgrade this too, because it just costs the glass, which I've got enough of, and I can make some more of the iron real quick, which should not be a problem. This should be almost done. There it is. So I can toss this in here. There, glass Dagger of Sacrifice. So that should do a lot better. Let's see here. This is at 4560. Kill 1. Ooh, yeah, look at that. 1200. Let's get another batch in here. See how fast this fills up. Oh, that fills up a little bit faster. A little bit faster. I like it. It's a little bit better. But I'll finish the Well of Suffering, and I'll just grind some more between episodes, and we'll finish this up for Stage 1 of Blood Magic next time. Until then, this is Nonsanity, signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time.